welcome back. Welcome if you are new. My name is Anna and this is At Home with Anna. We're jumping straight into the video today as we are tackling 3 spaces of my home that have been driving me crazy. I'm going to be giving you a quick overview of 2 of those spaces, and then I also just decided to go for it and organize the refrigerator as well, so you guys are going to get to see that. I do believe it is the most satisfying fridge organization I've ever done. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, I promise it does. There we go. Sorry, it fits perfectly in here. So I like it because this is heavy, and I went back to using powdered detergent, and I just think it makes sense to have it right here. So, well, actually right here because I'm right-handed, but we'll go with this. So anyways, I need to get some of this stuff put down here, and we're going to unbox this rug together. These are some things that are for the kitchen Ernie needs to install for me, so we'll get those out of here. And then my utility stool, which I'm going to keep in here. But anyways, so this is the drawer that we are going to be dealing with. Oh my. So I have this thing here, but it's not working. It's just not working out. So we're going to get this hot mess all organized. And these are, I just washed them. These are the containers that I got. They were $7 each, and I think they're going to be perfect. So anyways, let's get started on this crazy laundry room. We are definitely in that stage of almost completely unpacked and organized and definitely living in the space, but you know, you still have those areas like the laundry room where everything isn't organized. And so, like I've said in the last couple of videos, I'm putting things in rooms and areas that I know are going to live there. But I'm not necessarily organizing them right away just because it just makes sense time-wise and just to get boxes out of the house. Now, I will tell you that as I'm recording this voiceover, every single box has been taken to the convenience center and we are completely unpacked and completely moved in, and I just have one more project downstairs to do before I start tackling the painting and all of the fun stuff that comes with decorating a house. You know, I am going to be sharing with you, you know, decorating with the furniture and, you know, and all that kind of stuff, but the real good stuff, that's still to come. But you know, so the laundry room doesn't have a whole lot of stuff in it. There's no character in it, but it was driving me crazy. I don't like walking into a room and seeing things disorganized and you know, just kind of thrown about. So I really wanted to get in here and just make sense of it. It also will help for when we do go to either do wallpaper or paint in here. I haven't really decided. But when I do go to do the actual decor in this room, I'll know exactly what it is that I'm working with, you know, what is, you know, going to live in here and all of those things. So, you know, a shelf with the pretty glass jars with, you know, the detergent in it and all that stuff. Yeah, it looks fabulous, but it's just not practical in my opinion. And it may work for some people, but for me, it's just not practical. I mean, why should I take my Tide box and empty it into a glass jar when it's perfectly fine in the box that it came in? That's just my opinion. So, and then I have all these extra cleaning products. I have everything beneath the sink in the kitchen that I use on a daily, but everything extra I wanted to get up here on the shelf, and of course with all my extra cleaning rags. And I have all of these clear organizers, so why not use them, you know, to get everything organized and in a home, you know, and it's nice to have a home for everything. So there's not much to do in here, honestly. I, you know, have this you know, this little room here, and it's pretty as is. It's utilitarian. So I have this beautiful rug, and I have a company that sent it to me. This is a washable rug by La Home on Amazon. This rug is so well made, so soft and plush. I love the fact that it has the no slip grip built right in. They have such a great selection on their site, something for every room in your home. This particular rug is a 1/2 inch pile faux wool rug, perfect for any area where there is water or lots of debris, like a mud room or an entryway, in my case, a laundry room. The skid resistance backing is also perfect for these areas. The La Home rugs are stylish and versatile and extremely affordable. I will be looking for one for my kitchen soon, and I want to thank La Home for this wonderful gift. They really do have a great selection. Go ahead and click the link down below and check them out. The prices are amazing. I found a rug for, I think, 50 something dollars, and it's like a 3x5. I think I'm going to get for my kitchen. So the prices are fabulous for these rugs, and I love the fact that they have that non-slip grip at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about adding that extra layer underneath it. So check out the link. I think you guys will be pretty satisfied. So now we're moving on to this hot mess of a drawer. I tried to organize it in the beginning, like with straws and blah, blah, blah and all that. But, you know, I just kept adding to the drawer, and, you know, it just wasn't working out. And I had forgotten that I had some of these gadgets. And so I really wanted to get them organized. And so when I was at Target, I saw those white organizers, drawer organizers. They were only $7 each, so pretty affordable. And I picked up 5, and they ended up fitting perfectly with just a little gap on one side, just big enough on one side to like slide some little things in. And then at the very top, you know, some items that didn't fit inside the actual box part. But it turns out great. I just put back, you know, in the very back, I just put things that we don't use that often. And it worked out perfectly. I almost wish they would have sold like the long ones for the back, just so that when you opened it, it looked pretty, like the whole thing is white. But either way, it turned out great. But after we're done here, we're going to move to the refrigerator. And you guys, the refrigerator is probably my favorite fridge organization I've ever done in my home. Now, there's a reason behind why I was so excited to get to the fridge. One of the reasons is because I am here by myself a lot, and I like to, you know, have snacks accessible to myself. And so I had been buying a lot of little different things, and I wanted to get them organized in a spot. So first of all, I can keep a tally of what I had. And secondly, I wanted to make them so that they were easy to grab. And then I love salad. I love to make salad. And I hadn't yet, since moving in, I hadn't prepped my veggies for a quick, easy salad. What I like to do is be able to open up my fridge door, have my bowl in hand, and grab a handful of, you know, spinach or salad mix, some cherry tomatoes, you know, whatever it is, some shredded carrots, sprinkle that on top, and grab my dressing and go. It makes for a quick meal. It is, you know, just something that I really, really wanted to achieve. So that was really the push behind getting this fridge done. I was filming this actually at like 5 or 6 o'clock at night. I had been putting it off because it seemed overwhelming, and you know, I get that. I get that some projects in your home, even though you're looking forward to the outcome, you know, and you know what it's going to look like and how you're going to utilize it, you're excited about that, it still can seem overwhelming. And the fridge, let's face it, that's something that most people, you know, don't look forward to doing. But my fridge wasn't filthy. It was, you know, a little bit dirty, you know, just from your everyday wear and tear. But I had given it a good clean when we moved in and they delivered it from storage. So it wasn't horrible. I just needed to get it wiped down. I found this cleaner at Kroger, which is like a Ralph's or a Food for Less, if you have any of those stores. And it smells amazing, you guys. It literally smells, it's a lemon vinegar cleaner. It's right here. And it says on the bottle, does not leave a vinegar scent, and it doesn't. It smells like fresh lemons, like I had just squeezed fresh lemon juice into my refrigerator. And I looked really hard for something that I could use in my kitchen that smelled really fresh like that, and especially something that was non-toxic that I could use in my refrigerator. And I think I found it's actually like a foaming dish cleaner, like dishwasher soap, but you know, I would use Dawn too, and you know, the foaming dishwash, I would use that as well. But I really wanted something that smelled, you know, like a kitchen. And when I think of the kitchen, I think of herbs and lemons and, you know, that kind of thing. But oh my gosh, if you can get your hands on some of this, I'm addicted to it. I did my counters with it. I love it. I'm addicted to it. So definitely going to buy more when I go back to Kroger, because I don't want to run out of this stuff. I'm excited to try it on my shower doors to see if it works as well as the Dawn. I have a feeling that it will, because of the vinegar and lemon, which is a great cleaner. My mom used to clean with vinegar all the time and lemon all the time growing up. You know, my mom was a product of World War II, and you know, and all of those things. So she, you know, used newspaper and vinegar and all of that stuff. So I don't enjoy the smell of vinegar, but I do know that it cleans and disinfects really well, and lemon is, you know, just a great thing. So here are the little snacky things that I bought: individual servings of guacamole and pickles. I love pickles, so they're little individual servings of pickles. And then I'm loving, and have been loving, the balanced breaks. I love those. So I picked up a bunch at Sam's Club, and I wanted to get those organized so that they're easy. Much like my pantry, I want to have everything organized in the fridge so that I can keep a tally. And when I go to make my grocery list, all I have to do is open the refrigerator and look at what it is that we use most. And I can just, you know, write on my list. I don't have to, you know, search for things. It's just right there in front of my face. So I have these juice boxes for the grandbabies when they come over, and I wanted to put those on a lower shelf so they can just go in and, you know, grab a juice box when they were thirsty. And I'm just going to get the butter put in the butter dish and then put that inside the area of the fridge for the butter dish. Just getting things put back in. I had all of these storage containers. I didn't have to go out and buy anything, which is such a joy to not have to spend money and have everything and be able to organize so pretty. I've been collecting. I think I told you in my pantry organization, from Home Goods, Marshalls, like all of those stores, Target, Amazon. Over, you know, the last few years, I've been just collecting storage containers. IKEA. Now here's my bowl, you guys. If you've been with me for a while, you know that big metal bowl is my best friend. It's where I do all the washing of my fruits and vegetables. I get that filled up with some cold water and some fruit and veggie wash or vinegar, I just go ahead and put the whole container inside, because most of the containers have holes, and I let them sit for just a few minutes before I get them rinsed out. And I use this bowl to wash everything. I don't, you know, continue to rinse it out and use more water. This is what I do, and works out perfectly. I always make sure to have a dish towel laid out so that I can pull everything out and just set them down on the dish towel. The only containers that I did buy, I know I just said I didn't buy anything, and I lied. I didn't lie on purpose. I just forgot because I bought it a while ago, right when we moved in. These little containers here, they come with, I think, 6 this size, 3 of longer, same narrow, long ones, and then 1 big one. And the reason why I bought this set is because I like to take my, salad bowl to the fridge, and I like to grab a handful of spinach or salad mix, a handful of, just some cherry tomatoes, some, shredded carrots, what have you. Kind of make my salad right there at the refrigerator. It just makes sense for me to do that. So I thought these would be great for that. Also to store all my little, like these sweet peppers. I love these. I love slicing them up and using them with hummus, or not slicing them up even, just grabbing them and just, using them with hummus or dip or what have you. These all just make for great snacks. And then of course all of my berries, I use those in smoothies in the morning. These actually are on their last leg. Today I'm going to be looking up a recipe to use your berries. I know that you can save your berries that are going out on their way out. You can make fruit roll-ups with them, which I thought was pretty cool, out of fresh fruit. So I just can't remember the exact recipe, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But I like having fresh berries in the fridge, washed, ready to go. I use them in my granola with yogurt. Yeah, the whole thing. So I had the larger containers that you just saw me store my tomatoes in. I had bought those and used those at the apartment. And so I wanted to make sure to utilize as many of those as possible in today's refrigerator organization. Chilies, because we make salsa a lot. So I like to have, just like I said, everything is nice, clean, washed, ready to go. All you have to do is pull it out of the fridge and start cooking with it, or eat it fresh, whatever it is. And it just makes life so much easier. Anything that didn't fit, I set aside and is something that I ate the next day. So berries that didn't fit, the shredded carrots that didn't fit. I had a couple of other things. I think it was the little pickles. All that stuff just got set aside, but I used them the next day, so nothing went to waste. But look how pretty it looked. You guys are going to get a full view. Oh, and I had these pineapples. I was craving pineapple when I went to the store. I ate those for dessert that night, or after I was done. The ones that didn't fit. But then I decided to go ahead and stick the larger containers inside the drawers just to keep everything organized. I washed my broccoli and I washed my romaine lettuce. I like to use the romaine lettuce for wraps. And look at that, you guys. I mean, and it's very practical. This is not an impractical thing for me. It works so well for Ernie and I just love it so much. It makes complete sense to me to be able to just open the fridge and grab what I need and what I want to eat, and it's already ready to go. And I can see through the containers, which is amazing. That I can see what I have, and that will also help save money. I don't have to fret. I don't have to worry that I'm going to overspend. And I'm also not going to have to worry that fruits and veggies are going to go bad, because when they are visible to you when you open your fridge, look at that, I even have some empty space to fill. You're going to use it. You're going to use the fruits, you're going to use the vegetables, especially if they're already washed and prepped and ready to go. It's a win-win to take this kind of time and energy and put it into your home. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I really enjoy sharing this kind of stuff with you guys. I hope you guys are getting some motivation out of my organizational videos. I was not doing like a series or anything, but I'm hoping that I'm motivating you guys. I want to thank you guys for staying till the end. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!